list of champions that annoy you in lane as the NILAH coming in here. So, I mean, you could just push super hard. And, I mean, anything that pushes with the NILAH will be very annoying to deal with. And Camille, okay, this has been played by Keria before. It'll be his second time playing it this season. Did not work last time around, but it's a lot of extra lockdown for the Zeri. Could also be he's playing Sejuani down there, and the Camille goes topside for some extra items. I think I'd actually like that more. Well,
Yone standing out here, looks like
very
okay.
Okay, well, this could be Silas top too, but Yone into a very unknown lane, because it could be the Sejuani or the Camille, feels very risky. Looks like it is going to be the Camille, which I think we all expected. Getting those extra items on the Camille way stronger, because Sejuani is going to be just CC bot, whereas Camille can actually do strong things in side lanes.
Like we're all ready to go. Let's jump onto the rifts. Here we go once again, game 4. Damwon on the ropes again, trying to pull off a reverse sweep. T1. After the first couple of games, I thought the 3-0 pred was going to come through very smoothly. Was not meant to be. Damwon did put up a nice fight there in the third game. And here we are again.
The Birdall sub-in does feel like could have been related to this specific R5 pick they had prepared. And so before we were like, well, let's not speculate. I think we can kind of speculate now, as that's the great little prowling projectile start. You go to there, attach the Silas, grab 20 gold, take away some of Faker's health. You love to see it. Everybody loves Yuumi. She's got that P alliteration going on.
Yeah.
PR too.
This is level 2. So there's the flash from Faker. Not the first time that Canyon has done something like this in recent times.
Well, it's pretty huge to get flash away, especially because Showmaker will get his own Emperor's Divide. And
you were talking about Marong before. I'm like, this is his comfort zone, man. Like, he would love this meta here in the LCK.
Oh, he absolutely would. He left it okay over there in the LEC, but range they do have in their favor. That's one of the other things Yuumi's going to grant you into this lane, is the ability to actually use that prowling projectile, the double PR. Maybe that's one way to save Yuumi's reputation, is put 2 PRs. And,
yeah. Chovy, the only one to win in this matchup for Summer.
And it has been one that we have seen be less and less popular, because we're seeing less Silas here in the end of the season, as we do see a roaming owner up to the top side, and gank setup here is potentially real. Some nice trading from Zeus.
Canyon, though, going from bot to top. He is right here on time. T1 not going to commit to this before they do see Canyon, though, so they should be totally safe as in goes owner as well. Big trade in the bottom side. Exhaust actually used as Guma just hops away from that one. And Ignite used. So 3 of the summoner spells of Damwon used, and none for T1.
Yeah. And the lane is still pushing. The wave is still pushing here for T1. So Duck, I'm going to need a little bit more here. And unfortunately, he's not going to get it right now. Needs a little bit more poke from the Yuumi to connect here and have those healing E's come through before you can actually all in. Canyon will grab this crab, and we'll get a little bit of a speed boost down here to the bottom side, but Guma, Keria should realize this. They don't have a ward here.
They're pretty low as well, as in goes the Zeri. This looks very suspicious, as in goes the monkey and does a ton of damage, but first blood goes to Keria, and Guma is just prancing around everybody. He will get taken out, but now owners here for the potential cleanup. Canyon and Kellen stuck in the brush. Kellen, actually with that flash, not able to land onto Canyon. Made that very difficult, did Kellen. Very nicely done. Yep, and owners not able to execute.
And we'll take him down low, but can't get the kill. This was very well played, though, from Keria and Guma. Summoner advantage that you talked about right before this, actually so critical in this moment. You know, with that extra exhaust and Ignite, they would have actually been well off to get that first kill there, and the result of that extra experience shared between these two. But if they can buy enough time for that to happen, then I don't think Keria Guma can make that play. They're both flashless, of course, as well as Owner with a big long con play potentially set up here. It'd be very difficult for Zeus to bait this one. There's no wards.
He does have his Hextech Ultimatum. I think if he can land that onto Bertle outside of a turret, he is 100% dead. With Ignite here for Zeus taken. But it doesn't quite look like it. I mean, they could try to force it under turret, but that's a bit dangerous. We do have a bit of a roam up top now from Showmaker even. Just securing more vision in their own jungle.
Yeah, Bertle is playing this so carefully. Just needs to stay in range of his turret. Has his ult as well, so... Okay.
Oh, there it is. Moves forward. He's on the edge here, but the Ignite might just be enough. The ult comes out, and it will not save Bertle. Or it might actually. He has to go back, and even under turret, Zeus does step right back in and take his life.
It's moments like these where you just feel like, oh, the player absolutely knows. They know the range. They know it. And he steps forward there with the Q. And that was the moment. They decide to go in, and he has ult. Still not enough to save him. Hextech Ultimatum so great at locking down a Yone. That's it. You're dead.
Sorry, brother. I had to do it to you.
Zeus waits for him to go back to his clone as well. He's like, I don't care. Or it's not his clone, his body. His soul goes back and reattaches. And
we're no lore experts here.
No, definitely not. You will be when the MMO comes
I will be,
out.
yeah. I'm working on it.
This is huge.
Yeah, they're going to be going for this one. Showmaker now backing up to his team. This is over the wall. As everybody's kind of got a dash here, but they're being zoned out for the moment. And Hextech Ultimatum not available for Zeus. But in comes the engage as that one will land on the back line. And the Cyclone is really huge. They provide some space. But the Apotheosis does gather up 3. It's not enough, though.
Where's the damage?
Zeus is in there all alone. The NILAH is already dead. And Zeus will be second on top of that. As they even get the Rift Herald Damwon Kia with a fast play.
Remember what I was talking about? They want to use this comp to get kills for Zeri, get the Zeri accelerated, get her items early. And one way to get 3 items on Zeri, time. The other way is kills and assists in early. Is he under any threats? No. The answer to all of those questions is no.
Well, we're diving top again. This is one way, as now the ult comes down and Bertle is under turret, killing both of them. Double kill for the Yone.
And
worth.
Now the nerves are starting to come through a little bit here, potentially for T1.
Hey, getting on top of Faker now. The stolen Emperor's Divide, and he does not have a flash anymore. That's going to be him going down into the hands of Showmaker as well.
Swoosh! The goal lead is gone. Wipe it away. Damwon Kia take a lead of their own. Massive plays on all parts of the map. They win the Rift Herald fight. Defensive ult on top. Canyon will be able to get out of here with that clone, and defensive ult on top's a double. They get the kill on the Faker. Doesn't have his own Emperor's Divide. Hijack comes through. Showmaker grabs Faker. The wall itself prevents him from getting out. He doesn't have flash either, so has to take the walk around. Duckdown grabs a plate down here. Really adding
across the board. T1 trying to be proactive, trying to get ahead of Damwon Kia and their Zeri Yuumi, but it's not looking like they're doing a great job of it so far.
Yeah, and the fact that Zeus doesn't get the lead that he wants, or he lost the lead that he had, is pretty huge for side lane potential as well here for T1. Now they're going to have to really force fights to get back control of the map and control of vision, which is going to be very difficult at this stage in time. And locking down the Zeri is the #1 priority for this Camille. And in the last Rift Herald fight, she didn't have ult because it was used previously. Keria used his ultimate as well previously, and so, you know, these big tools were gone at a critical juncture, and I think Damwon Kia identified so quickly and so clearly this is absolutely an angle for Duckdown to get some gold, and we will fight for this. We'll take the Herald. We'll take a little bit more of map pressure. And I think Damwon has been much improved in that regard since the KT series in terms of making succinct calls, but making hard calls as well, and being ready to commit.
Oh boy. Owner's gonna face check this brush. He does have a lot of time to try to delay his death, but that is about all he'll be able to do. As now the follow-up, second Cyclone comes in. Keria has to use his stopwatch. Apotheosis does come in, but Exhaust is right there. Guma will save Keria's life, but this is huge for more gold for Duckdown.
Exactly, and this is still just going to be so many minions now going down, the turret plate going down. It's going to be Drake for Damwon Kia, and Flash was up for Canyon. He has the double Cyclone, makes the 2 impactful plays there. And Bertle, yeah, he's 3 kills to 1. Doesn't have his Mythic yet. He's just happy to farm under turret. He is going to be an incredible long-range engage tool for Duckdown. Showmaker, medium range engage tool, Canyon, medium range engage tool, and this is what we were talking about for this comp. If you can get the Zeri accelerated early, she is 1,000 gold or so ahead, I believe, on that chart we just had open. Get her ahead early, then we don't have to wait as long for that second and third item spike for her. And when she has this much frontline, and the frontline is also ahead, you know, I think Phantom Dancer is a pretty big spike for her when she can play.
Maybe you just have to kind of sit back and wait because, you know, the Drakes aren't going to be huge and stuff like that. As Zeus is going to be, okay, Faker's coming on in for this one, looking for the sweep onto the, oh, that was a little bit early, but still going in, sweeping back and forth, and he might just survive as Ingo, everything, including the soldiers, and Zeus is going to be able to pick up that kill.
Yeah, barely gets it there. Zeus is showing, I think, a really nice, I mean, communication with Faker. I meant to say Birdall was showing a little bit of a potential spring trap situation there. He wanted to actually go onto the Camille. He's a level up, and I think wanted to actually try to blow her up and win that 1v1. That was the angle he was looking to set up for, but unfortunately Camille was not alone, and he dies, and now this turret goes down, and now it's going to be a lot of extra money here, and yeah, it's a Drake back, but we were already kind of downplaying. This is Ocean Soul, good for both comps. TP comes through, we'll save this turret, but that's a TP expended. T1 definitely winning out on this exchange. They're not able to force a straight-up fight, but extra kill going over to the top side.
We're doing Baron.
There's no vision.
0. They have had total control of the top set of the map here. Only a blue ping on it so far. Showmaker might come over here. They spot him moving in as now the vision is there. But is it too little, too late? The Azir is doing tons. The GUMAYUSI as well as Ingo Showmaker. They're just going to blow up Keria. As T1 will get this Baron at least, as the Crown actually going to save Faker a lot here. As Duckdom trying to make a little bit more of a play. Bit of damage going in onto him. As the soldiers will try to zone them away. As
Earl has ult.
I sense a dive coming in, and the teleport will be used. Just desperately trying to save the lives of T1. The apotheosis is big, but it's not nearly enough as Zeus is trying to trade something back. He gets 2. And that is a pretty large Camille, but at the end of the day, Duckdom is still kiting this one out.
I mean, you can just kill the turret, then kill the Camille. That's the plan. He's like, okay, you can zip around. I'll kill this turret. Bye-bye.
Trying to get Birdall, but obviously can just hop back into that one. And now it's Zeriyumi once again. Add 2 items. Just bought herself a 3rd item with that fight.
Yep. And this.
They have not just yet. Just trying to get Prior around mid and then get into this one. T1 seemingly want to be very ready for this next fight. Stopwatch on Duckdom, though. Gonna buy him a lot of time when we do see that Hextech ultimatum that will have his name on it.
Duckdom's positioning here is so critical. If he overextends, he will be vulnerable to the hard dive that T1 have with this Hextech ultimatum. His one job is not to die. Then his second job is to do damage as he survives. But step 1, you know, if he fails that part, we don't even get to watch the rest of the fight. That will just end instantly. Now he can proc the crown very easily too on this Zeri. Another thing to consider here, Faker less survival one that's broken.
Yeah. So now he doesn't have the crown. Doesn't have his Zhonya's finished yet, from what I can tell.
Yeah, not yet.
Is sitting on Crown and Morelos for damage and Phoenix Codex.
Okay, they're looking to actually collapse on the Zeus here potentially, but they don't have the damage without Duckdom. I think this could be something that could backfire. Duckdom's positioning here has to be so far away from Zeus, but that leaves him vulnerable to the left side.
Yeah, Zeus is you can see, he's like pretty tanky. He's level 15, he's got some levels. They're trying to get on top of him though, as maybe I cursed him. He's trying to get out of here now with the hook shot. He's buying a lot of time. He will go down, and you can't burst Drakes like he used to. It's just not going to happen as Zeus goes down, does a bit of damage, but that is Damwon Kia's Drake.
I think T1 kind of left him out to dry there a little bit. I mean, he's backing off, he's backing off, he's backing off. T1 are starting the Drake. Like, he needs to leave, or T1 will have to, you know, commit further on top of the fight and actually try to turn it during that Hextech ultimatum. Duckdom's positioning was perfect. He just kited right up the choke point. He was like, yeah, you guys start the Drake. My team, you know, he just gets melted so quickly, and they have so much follow-up CC. Cyclone swings through. You know, Showmaker gets in there on top of him, and it just becomes so easy for Damwon Kia to peel. There we go. We got there in the end.
Extra vision.
Double layered.
Yeah. Denying the wards over the wall. Gotta love it. There weren't any, but, you know. Now you can drop one. Now you can drop one in this Ocean Rift bush.
Well, Valdez, Infinity Edge is ready, but they need to force this fight without vision at all.
Look, they're denying the vision, and nobody's here. So at the end of the day, Damwon Kia just not able to get here on time.
This is really unfortunate.
T1, they get the Baron, they get out. It's just nothing taken. DK, they're probably going to get this mid turret, but that's not the greatest trade for Baron.
No, it's a consolation prize at best, and Baron buff for this fight going to be pretty significant going into the Ocean Soul for Damwon Kia. Also not as significant as the Baron. Damwon
to engage is Showmaker. That's decent amount of damage from Sylas, right?
I mean, level 16 Sylas means he can get another one in just a second here, so it's a big slow, gives them prio here and a little bit of extra damage. T1, look at that extendo beam damage, 4 items Zeri.
It's like, oh yeah, Zeri's in this game.
And she has stopwatch.
Wish we had the Yuumi, but no, we've got support Sejuani. As now, Ocean Soul could be huge, especially against all this poke from the side of DK. Crown is going to be punctured here on the side of Damwon Kia. As in goes Bertle now. He's
he gets
get out
Emperor's
immediately.
Divide.
That is huge. It's now better Emperor's Divide. Underneath this one is can't even see the health bar. Zayn super tanky is going to go low. Guys, do they have the damage? They have Showmaker in this back line as it is going to be the Ocean Soul taken. And now Ducktom has the entire rip to himself. Where did Faker even go? He just disappears as this is looking like a Game 5 angle now. Ducktom cannot be ran away from. He picks up the triple kill. They will look to push and end.
I mean, there's just no vision of where Zeri is, and the second that the engage comes through from Bertle, not even really an engage, just goes over the wall. Emperor's Divide gets pulled out. You needed that tool to lock Ducktom down. Full health Zeri, again untouched, 6-1 and 9. And Damwon Kia will push to end. Game 5 angle, as you said, and it was a great mid-game from them. They slowed the game down. So much pressure relieved. Showmaker dancing in on the Nexus.
Silver scrapes, here we go. Game number 5, Damwon Kia bring us there. Against all odds, you see Bertle is extremely happy. He gets